What's going on, y'all? Welcome to an impromptu edition of the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. For y'all, before we get started, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. Cash App is the BTSI show. Participant waive all rights to privacy. Links are located at the top of the chat. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. First and second runner will receive some Cash App prizes. And I actually do want to give a thanks. For some reason, I opened up Studio and saw my numbers for whatever reason, and the numbers are growing. And I gotta say, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I was talking to Chaz E Black and AM last week Wednesday. It's like it's surprised me when I see that people are watching. Like right now, I got three people watching. I'm grateful for that because I don't have no expectations, like not even a little bit. I'm less likely to be heartbroken, disappointed, or anything like that. So for the people that have been watching, the people that's been subscribing, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, why is this? Get it off my chest. I'm trying to drain my soul of any type of aggravation, frustrations before next this coming Wednesday. Why? Because that's the season premiere of the BTSI show, season 10, ladies and gentlemen. I have a lot on my mind and a lot on my chest, and I want to get it out before Wednesday. So let's start with, I guess, the most recent thing that's going on in the space. I got through most of This Might Be Risky podcast from the other night, the All Dude panel. All I'm going to say is, Nidus, what's up, man? Salute to you. All I'm going to say is this. I knew something like this would happen because when you bring your dirty laundry to another person's household, you're going to dirty up that shit to a point where they're eventually going to kick you out and they don't want you back. Now, before I think it's right before I give an example, I do need to we need to come to some clarification of what the hell's the name of this space. It's not Manosphere. It's not Red Pill. Although you see some people that try to use some red pill logic, and I put that in air quotes because some of their logics are just flat out stupid. What's the name of the space? Now, a lot of people going to say is, oh, we came from Lapeef. We came from Anton. We came from Beef Sector. We came from Dr. Umar, whatever. There needs to be a name for this space. So I really have to sit back and think about this because I officially have trouble trusting people's thoughts and input, especially if they're not allowing the conversation to grow when they want to overtake the conversation and veer it in some direction that I never planned for us to go. So, what would we call this space? Because I'm telling you right now, these are not content creators. I have yet to see anybody I will. Well, let me take that back. Majority of people in this space is not content creators. So that in of itself is a fucking problem. So the question is, what will we call them? And honestly, a lot of people that you see emerge from this space came from the chat. A lot of them, if not all of them. They were chat lives. Then they started popping up on the panel, albeit they would pop up and their camera would be off, which is fine. Then whenever they gain enough courage, they turn on their camera. And now they become a figure in this space, which I salute to them, congratulate them for it. But content creators is a bit skeptical moving forward. And I think that's irresponsible to put that title on somebody who has not created any type of content. So What will we call this space? Are these content commenters or content contributors? Commenters or contributors? So we had to. So that's where we at now. What's the difference between that and a content creator? Let me actually see if I can pull up a picture of one of my old thumbnails. Oops, let me not do that. Let me see if I can pull up a picture from. Let me see if Washington DC is on here. No, that's not gonna work. Uh, damn it. I'm gonna pull up a thumbnail that I did way back when as an example of how I'm a content creator compared to everybody else. Now, keep in mind, season 10 of the BTSI show is next week, Wednesday. And I have something I want to share with you guys when we get closer to that date. Now, I just need to see where we keep. Boom. Here's one. Oops. Um, and actually, I kind of need another one. Almost got it. Almost got it because I got the one. I got one of them that I need. I'm just looking for the other one. It better be here somewhere. What the hell? Ah, it's not here. Fuck it. Okay, we'll just go with that one. I think. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. So, here's a thumbnail. I'm sorry, y'all, because what this iPad is trying to do is make me upload a bunch of photos that I don't want uploaded and some photos you guys just don't need to see. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with that. All right. Here is an example of Big Bad Bulls in the building. Salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Do you guys remember this? Let me move this out the way. Do you guys remember this video that I did? Work and play, my vlog from Washington, DC. That's just an example of me being a content creator. On my way to Washington, D.C. last November for the D.C. meetup, I decided to record from the time I got into that lift all the way till I touched back down in Houston and recorded everything in between. And not only that, was I recording that, I also so happened to record a short film of a milestone that I hit. That's another example of me being a content creator. I'm There's nothing wrong with reacting to other people's channels. There's nothing wrong with contributing to a conversation. That's something we all like to do. But content creating is something different. Can you tell a story? Storytelling, if anything, and like I said, I got something for you guys. I got a surprise that I want to introduce to you guys or make an announcement, excuse me. That's a form of content creating. Getting out the house. Well, you can make content inside the house, excuse me, or you can make it outside the house. Me personally, I just want to showcase my skills to let everybody know that when it comes to actually creating a storyline and actually making it, leaving enough information that it makes sense, or if you want to, you're allowed to come to your own interpretation. Honestly, ain't no one touching that. Ain't no one touching that but me in this space as we now speak. If there's other people, I would love to see who these brothers and sisters are. Like real shit. So, with all that being said, we're dealing with a bunch of content contributors and content commentators. So, what the hell will we call this space? Because I can't, like I said, these are not content creators by the mass. I hate when that happens. These are not, excuse me. These are not manosphere of any kind. Black, white, yellow doesn't matter. This is not it. although it sprinkles somewhere. Red pill sprinkles somewhere. Only very little red pill because red pill means logic and realization of truth. And I see a whole bunch of capping on this space. So I need to know, what would you title this space? If some people said the rejects, some people said chat spear, whatever the case may be. Now, let's go with actually no. Let's just as of now, let's just call it a bunch of nobodies. Just and it's fluid. It could change. Why would I call that the note? Why will I want I'm so eager to put a name on this space? Simple. Because whatever you want to call this, let's call it the nobodies. When you go to other spaces, you bring your dirty laundry to they shit and you dirty that goofy shit up. Let me give you a perfect example. Angela Knight. How she got introduced to the space, I don't know, don't care. The fact is she's not of this space, but she was willing, more than willing, to interact with new spaces, interact with new audience and new people. That's what she wanted to do. When she got a hold of people in this space, or people got a hold of her space and came to her platform, whatever goofy shit that happens here, they take it over there. Angela got tired of it and checked that shit and locked that door shut. Now everybody's coming back over here with their heads down and the tails between their legs. And if anybody got a problem with what I said, the link is right there. Yeah, the link is right there, or depending on how you're watching it, the link is right there. It doesn't matter. You can pull up and you have something to say. Now, with that being stated, when you guys go to DJ Hemp, this might be risky. That's not manosphere, not even a little bit. And I'm not gonna say it's absolved of red pill, but it's a simple fact that let's have real life conversations. Let's have let's answer questions directly. And there's one thing that they tried to do yesterday, and I'm glad he caught this. Well, I'm glad somebody caught it because I got irritated being the only one that sees this. He said we're gonna have genuine conversation because if you let people talk long enough, they're gonna mischaracterize a certain scenario to push their narrative. That makes no motherfucking sense. And that's why I respect him because he's really not tolerant. And also, I respect Angela Knight for that matter as well. But for him, he's not tolerating that shit on his channel. He has checked them several times. And dare I say, he's been way more patient than I would be. Matter of fact, I think I got about another hour of this podcast to listen to. And I want to say the last hour and 30 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Because it's like a bunch of children who never had a voice growing up. And once they get in front of a microphone, hold on, I got something to say. And I want to make sure my mic and my voice is louder than the next person's. I don't care what we're talking about. I don't care about the context of the conversation. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure my point get across, even though it doesn't make no motherfucking sense. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the three things that I say when it comes to anything you say, especially talk points? Does it make sense? Does it add value? Will it help you achieve your ultimate goal? The answer is usually no for the people in this space. Now, and with that being said, they're still taking their dirty ass laundry to other people's spaces. It's one thing if you go to Aaron's channel, he's part of the space. It's one thing you go to Cheeky's channel, he's part of the space. It's one thing you go to Fatty's, Jay Prince, Sharon, um, in et cetera, et cetera. It's one thing you go to their panels and you bring that dirty laundry because you guys are damn near family. So whatever goes on there, you can transfer it to another house easily because they'll accept it. Where there's other panels, it's like, keep that goofy shit over there. You want to be over here? Be over here. Keep your luggage at the fucking front door. I'm tired of seeing this space going to other locations and making themselves look like asses. Now, question is, where do I come in all this? Where do I belong? I already told you guys that's for you guys to decide. I've been here um, 10 years. Well, season 10 starts on a Wednesday. I've been talking about what I want to talk about, when I want to talk about, how I want to talk about it. I didn't come into this space. May 6th will mark 2 years that I've been on this side. Now, keep in mind, it has its ups and it has its benefits. It also helps that I know people who have a head on their shoulders and it's not on that goofy shit. However, when I go to certain uh, spaces, panels, shows, and the same stupid shit comes around, and they ruin the whole conversation. It's like, what are y'all fucking doing? Do you guys have no shame? Is anybody, your elders, the OGs watching this? They must not. I'm just honestly, I'm speaking for a lot of people because I know a lot of people don't want to say it. I'll say it. I'm sick and tired of it. I 100% is sick and tired of that goofy shit. We don't deserve the constant headache that is presented. Like, I agree. I'm not saying anything that he has not said himself on his platform. I agree with podcasts. Podcasts been up on this might be risky before this side of the nobody's got over there. That was podcast safe haven. Then I don't know what the how these algorithms work. Maybe just it popped over there and they started going over there. They were like, "Hey, podcast is over there. Hey, y'all, let's come over here." And that kind of ruined the whole situation. And podcast has been vehemently frustrated with that's this side of YouTube over there, and I don't blame them. I 100% don't blame them. Honestly, I don't want to be associated, and especially with what's been going on this past few months, which has been deaded. Glory to God. No, I haven't been on any panels regarding that shit because I don't want to be part of it. I was like, you guys not about to give me on no thumbnails based off of these conversations that you guys be having. I'm good on that. So moving forward, like I said, when I spoke to AM over 7 months ago, a little over 7 months ago, I said him and I discussed we're for the most part done with panels. Like, we pick and choose our spots. I've been very careful and strategic about the spots that I pull up on, or just not pull up at all. I just either remain in the chat, or even better, I might not even make a comment towards the chat. I'll just pull up, um, hit a like, and to be honest, I'm gonna start sending cash apps, and I'll put in a message: "Do not announce. Just want to get their support, and I want to get out." That's how much I'm getting a little bit frustrated with um, certain people in the space based off of how they move. I'm tired of seeing it. I enjoy this vacation away from certain channels. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm watching from a bird's eye view because for the simple fact that there's somebody. Well, I'm not going to go into detail with that, but I let's just say I kept a close eye on a lot of things for 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 a noble reason. I won't reveal that at all. So yeah, like I said, I'm just speaking for the people. Well, truly, but let me rephrase that. I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. But if anybody feel the same way I felt, hey, I'm happy to be speaking for you. What's going on in Clubhouse? Not interested. I had to get that off my chest to let everybody know that your goofiness is worrying people off. So, one other thing I want to bring up because I've been struggling with this. Actually, I've been getting annoyed. This is all in my personal life, but I got to get this off my chest. Um, be careful of um, be careful of the wolves that is dressed up in sheep clothing. Show am. Matter of fact, um, if you guys don't see me on YouTube, it's two things. Number one, I'm talking to somebody on the phone, or number two, I'm in Clubhouse. Because believe it or not, Clubhouse again. Because believe it or not, there's certain spaces in Clubhouse where we're actually having genuine conversation, and it's very refreshing compared to what's been going on YouTube. Now, so I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes I get tired of Clubhouse and I gotta pull away. Like I don't think I was on Clubhouse all day today, but granted, I was on the phone. The I did I this I'm on my second account. I deactivated my first account because the new updates I didn't like it, but when I was able to go to Fanbase, I went to Fanbase for a while. I don't really care because some of the conversations there is not edifying, and there's not a lot of large people over there having good conversations anyway. So when I went back to Clubhouse, I'll say this. I'll tell you guys the story. When I went back to Clubhouse, I was gone for like maybe a few months, maybe or a little bit longer. You would think that individuals will get um, smarter, a little bit more wiser in one's absence. Not to say I make a huge difference, but with my first account, I was a what you would consider somewhat of a heavy hitter in certain sectors in that space. Um, I left. I came back. I was shocked on how further people digress. Stupider, more retarded, more. It was just season one, two, and three on OD because technically, if I recall, this is technically season four of Clubhouse. So I had to let my team know because I was able to get in contact with everybody on my team. I told them, and of course, we're on. I'm always in contact with them some way, shape, or form. I came back. I said, "No, I'm never leaving Clubhouse again. This is pathetic. Y'all didn't tell me it got this bad. Y'all did not tell me it regrets this bad. It's like to failure to answer a simple question is abysmal to me. Not especially if you could have Googled the fucking answer and they wasn't able. Some of the brothers in there weren't able to do that. The women are going to be the women regardless. There was some brothers in there that was like borderline. What the fuck? So I said I'm never leaving. I did a test room and I put something in the hallway because I'm actually looking for somebody because I need to have a word with them. Haas. HAAS or HASS. I don't know. If anybody see him on Clubhouse, tell him Christopher J from the BTSI show is looking for him. We need to have a conversation. Yeah, we need to have a conversation. And the only reason why I want to have a conversation with him is not for the simple fact that there was something that happened on his stage in his room. It's a simple fact nobody on that stage has what it takes to come talk to me. Because I 100% believe they pussy. Not Haas. Put Haas to the side. I'm talking about everybody else on the stage. 100% pussy. Bitch ass niggas. They don't want to see me. But I respect Haas. I just want to talk to him. Because I know don't nobody want to pull up and keep that same energy. They ain't do nothing to me. I'm good. They did something to somebody else. They need to see me for that one. But I know they're gonna be tuck tail and run. So I'll just talk to the person in the room, be like, one brother got to another, let's have a conversation. That's all. So, but I'm still on Clubhouse. We're gonna my room on Wednesday is gonna be a simulcast of the season 10 premiere of the BTSI show. We will be doing it on 5 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, IG, and Clubhouse. Yeah, a 5-way simulcast. We're gonna do that on Wednesday. Now, there was something I was gonna mention. Oh yeah, you guys need to be careful with these wolves that's dressed up as sheep clothing. And I could dissect this in so many ways. So we're gonna look at this through an aspect that I deem is necessary for this conversation. There's people that is portrayed one way or perceived to be one way. But when you get close to them, you start to see something different than what was presented. Maybe that's your fault for assuming, or maybe they was good at acting. You just wasn't able to know, and there's no shame in that. We all felt guilty of that. You need to watch your back when you're dealing with people. Or better yet, here's the best advice I'm going to give you. When people talk, listen. Just listen. And try not to listen with your emotion. Dare I say, turn your passion off and just accept everything they're going to say. Because one thing I have always done and always believed is people are going to reveal a lot more than what you ask of them. And the sad part is, I guess you had plans or some type of agenda in mind. And when people open their mouth and talk, you realize all of that is just going to go to the wayside, and that's just a pipe dream. There's nothing about this that's going to come true. Or if it does come true, you're not seeing the benefits that you once thought you were seeing because you thought you was dealing with a sheep, you're actually dealing with a wolf. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? I say you have to. It's okay to take a step back and just pause and take a deep breath and breathe. So that way you can get your jitters out, you can get your disappointments out, and you let's analyze what's going on with the situation that you find yourself in. And I'm not gonna reveal, like I said, I'm not gonna reveal anything about what I'm saying because uh my oath to those people is to keep their situation private and keep the definitely not expound on any form of details. Let's just say this: some information when you have plans with somebody and it's not going to go the way you think, but you're so enamored and so eager to make a dream come true with a wolf, you got no. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and say, you know what, this is not for me. I put you on too high of a pedestal, and that's why it hurts. Because something that you actually wanted is not going to come to fruition because you know that's the right decision to make. And you are so, like I said, gung ho on making this dream come true. You can make that dream come true. Nobody's stopping you from that. You just need to pick another person. Or you need to reevaluate how this relationship is going to go and what this relationship is going to be in the future. So you don't have to necessarily walk away, but you definitely need to know that you about to come to some type of compromise. And I always tell people when you make some compromises, it better be your preferences because you compromise your standards, you're going to regret it. You're officially settling for less. All because you wanted to deal with the wolf with the same structure that you originally had for the future. When that person has vehemently told you, I'm gonna try to get that word right, vehemently told you that's not how they roll, and that's not how they're going to roll. So the question is, what are you going to do with that wolf that was dressed up in sheep clothing? You have whatever decision you make. Does it make sense? Will it add value? Will it help you achieve your ultimate goal? How do you turn these into yeses? And you can't turn it into a yes. Are you? Do you have what it takes to get up and walk away? And now some people are saying, why are you having this conversation? Why are you saying all this? Because I am touching on something that people struggle with every day, men or women, doesn't matter. People have trouble getting up and walking away because they're stuck in they're finding themselves in a trap. They was lured in, and now they're here. Now some people say, why can't you just get up and walk away? Probably the same reason why hundreds of millions of people have never got up and walk away from a relationship initially. You're trying to force a puzzle piece in a slide that doesn't fit. So the question is, when you realize that you might have been bamboozled, or you might have bamboozled yourself, the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay and compromise what needs to be compromised, or are you going to get up and leave, which might be the best decision, depending on who you're dealing with and what the scenario is. All I'm going to say is this: do not compromise your standards and do not settle for less. That's what a lot of people do, and that's the moral of the story. Do not compromise your standards and do not settle for less. Identify your preferences and make sure it has nothing to do with your principles, your morals, your standards, and the things that you hold upright. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm normally right on this one. It's only like maybe 1 to 5% of times I'm wrong, and I really mean that. You guys know to whom this applies to. You know I'm right, and it's okay. If you want to talk about it, um, The links are located in the description. Reach out to me, and I will walk you through it. Matter of fact, I will listen to you talk. I will acknowledge what you said, and I will lay out all the options for you to make the best decision. Matter of fact, I will tell you what's the best option to do based off of your scenario, and I can tell you what the worst option to do based on your scenario. That's the type of person I am. So, like I said, be careful of these wolves and sheep clothing because their job is to lure you in and trap you. And you have to make the best decision after you fall for the okie doke because nobody is above falling for the okie doke. Now, someone's going to ask, uh, where did I get this? What sparked this conversation or debate? None of your fucking business. Because there's always going to be that one person that asks that. And I'm mentioning that right now before I get any goofy ass calls or text messages because I know it's coming. None of your fucking business. Just know that it ain't got nothing to do with you. And that person know who I'm talking to. So I had to get that off my chest because Lord have mercy, I've been going through it. And like I said, next I got a lot of stuff to get off my chest because next week Wednesday is the season 10 premiere of the BTSI show. I am not Superman. There is a reason why I entitled that. A lot of people's gonna say, like, why would you start your season off like that? You'll see. You will see. Trust me. And also, one more thing before we go. I don't know. Let me see exactly what time did I come on here. Let's see. I want to see something real quick. Okay, so it says I guess I've been on for a little bit over 30 minutes now. So, and that's just me talking basically because the reason why I'm saying this is just a rule of thumb to those out there. I might have been on here for like maybe 37 minutes and counting, talking to a camera by myself. No one pulling up. The more than welcome to the link is right there. Not that I'm asking because we're about to get out of here. This is another way of me separating myself from everybody, and I'm gonna go in details with that on Wednesday. I can do this by myself. You know how I know I can do this by myself? Because I did it for 8 years by myself. This year, these past 2 seasons, I decided to open up the panel because you got to elevate yourself as a all around creator. The reason I say that because a lot of people cannot do this. Only a handful. Especially this, if anything, this is a freestyle. I got nothing written down. So when people are making comments underneath their breath, whispering in the chat, just know that I know. And I ain't tripping. Because like I said, I personally can't wait for Wednesday. I have no beef with nobody. I'm not trying to start nothing with anybody. I'm not even looking for it because that's corny. But be advised that there is a gap that I tend to widen, and we'll get into that on Wednesday. Let me see where we are right now. All right, we are at the 40-minute mark of me just talking about myself. Well, talking to you guys, of course, but you guys get what I'm saying. A lot of people cannot even do that. So, like I said, you can say that this is a bunch of nobodies to name the space. Like I said, it's fluid. We have to find a name here because I don't think this is like I said, this is not Manosphere, this is not Red Pill. This is not even we're not even dealing with a lot of content creators. I'm probably one of a few people who can consider themselves actual content creators. So we need a name outside of the channel sphere. For the simple fact, I heard that before and that sounds corny. So please, I'm gonna let you guys find a name before I really brainstorm. And trust me, you guys don't want that. On your way out, people, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on all social links are located in the description. I got to talk about that. Dallas and the BTSI shows a cash app. Participant waive all rights of privacy. Run the world to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person get $100. First and second runner will get cash app money as well. And real quick before I go, TikTok. If it gets on by this desk, that's it. It's going to be done away. I do want to give my appreciation for TikTok because with TikTok in of itself, it has played in part in my messages getting out there to a wider audience, a lot wider than any of these other platforms. And how I was able to download those videos and put it on these platforms and actually see that my message got out that way as well. So to TikTok, like I said, if it don't, I disagree with that. Give me 1 second. If it gets to the desk, TikTok, thank you. Like seriously, you have helped me more ways than I can imagine. I guess that means we're left with Triller. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a bad experience with Triller because anytime when I tried Triller out before I tried TikTok, because I didn't want to follow the trend and do what everybody else is doing. Went to Triller, uploaded a video, and every time I try to upload a new video, it keeps re-uploading my old video, like my first video, because there's a glitch in the system. And I got tired of that shit. So I said, man, fuck Triller. So I will hope Triller was able to have enough wherewithal to fix that shit. Because if I had to go back to that platform and it's still on that same goofy shit, I'm gonna dedicate a show to say fuck Triller. Real shit. Now, you said we don't need TikTok. I don't know how you came to that. Oh, my neck hurts. I don't know how you came to that conclusion. You gotta tell me why. Because it's been good for me, Cowboy, but we could talk about that later because it's past 3 my time and I need to hop into bed. But TikTok, as far as and I guess to each his own, but for me, TikTok was cool. Granted, I'm not a full-time TikToker, and if I put a lot of dedication into that TikTok, I promise you the results that I see that people achieve. Yeah, but it was cool. I just needed TikTok to get a message out, and it did what it needs to do, and I'm happy about that. So salute to TikTok, Triller, good fucking God, get your shit together. And somebody said, well, there's always Snapchat. Really? Ain't nobody going on Snapchat. The only time if you see me on Snapchat, it's only because I like the AI filters and the what's it called, a bit emoji. Yeah, that will actually go great to what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll talk soon, man. We'll talk soon. Matter of fact, I can I'll be on Fanbase tomorrow if I'm not tied up on the phone call. I'll be on Fanbase tomorrow. But let's get out of people. This is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Talk to you guys later. Peace out. Where's my video? And I'm tripping. Oh, there we go. Peace out.
a mess. But hey, don't even worry about it.